So let's move on to this next thing right here. People, we got the so I'm not going to try to make this too political. I'm sure we'll have some things to say in the middle of it, but we're going to move on to the Republican National Convention.
The RNC.
The RN to the C.
To the Jesus Christ.
People been asking us about that. At least ask me about it. Even I saw a comment today. They're like, this is cool. You put this up, but when you going to talk about that RNC bullshit? And at first I didn't think I had to say anything about it because, well, for one, I mean, I do have to admit, like, it's fascinating how they ain't got no variety to show you how just bought out this administration is. Mm-hmm. They had 12 speakers. Half of them came in with the last name Trump.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And if they weren't a Trump, they were Trump. Mm-hmm. So more than half was this is a family reunion.
Yeah.
This wasn't a convention. But I didn't know if I wanted to say anything about it because it was the usual. And sure enough, it was. You had the fear mongering. You had Uncle Tom, Cousin Tom, and Brother Tom out there.
Step Brother Tom.
Yeah, man. I don't want to say nothing, but these coon ass Uncle Toms out here. Man, I'm sorry if you think I'm being rough, and I know people say black people shouldn't say that about each other. That's a problem right now. I'm sorry. Black people should not be going to the Republican National Convention right after we see the police murders that are going on, talking about, well, there's really no racism out there. I don't get a call you at this point.
Especially saying the shit they were saying last night.
Yeah.
And my only hope is that they ran out of Negroes for the rest of the week.
They never do.
No, they always find
They always find one to pay off or something. Find one to kiss their ass. Herschel Walker out there, his big head ass.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, man. This happened right after a shooting.
Yeah.
Right after somebody was shot in the back.
Yep.
We got these fools
paralyzed
up here
now,
trying to sit up here and say racism, it ain't that bad.
I'm not an actor, a singer, or a politician. Most of you know me as a football player, but I'm also
A sellout. You motherfucker.
But the funny thing is, I'm not an actor or a singer. I'm a football player, which means you're also an entertainer.
Right.
Yeah.
You're also famous, too.
Yeah.
I'm friends with Donald Trump. And it's like, yes, because you're a rich-ass pro football player. If you were to come in and say you were a goddamn janitor, that might mean something.
Like that's supposed to tell us that you're more sincere.
Yeah, exactly.
Boy, y'all are stupid.
I've had 10 concussions.
And wasn't he calling you guys sons of bitches not too long ago?
Well, not him.
Not him.
Because he wasn't.
He's retired.
Yeah, he's
Right.
retired. So, yeah.
That's
and I guarantee you, he probably looked at that and said, that's not the NFL that I was in at the time.
a man of faith, and a very good judge of character.
I'm gonna look like the brown hornet off of Fat Albert.
He does. But you gotta admire that squint as he's struggling to read the cue card.
Yeah, exactly. He ain't fooling nobody.
Yeah.
I've known Donald Trump for 37 years. I watched him in the boardroom.
That's another thing. Trump had a failed football league. Mm-hmm. He played in it. So if you look at a lot of things with Trump, a lot of these people have some association with being paid or bought out.
Sure.
Some business link to it. The girl that is I forgot her name.
Kellyanne Conway?
No, not Kellyanne, who's about to quit.
Yeah.
But what's the other blonde, the young blonde that comes out?
The one that's the press secretary?
Yeah. Her. So I could be wrong. Yeah, Katie something.
Kaylee or some shit.
McEnany or something like that. But her parents own a roofing business. I think that was given that has some
Contracts.
monetary link to Trump. So there's something that's going on, with everybody that is connected with this guy. Some sort of loyalty out, some business association or money or something.
I watch him treat janitors, security guards, and waiters the same way he would treat a VIP.
True, man. Well, I don't know. Nobody was there to see it. Trump has had a case against him. I think against his father for unfair housing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, slumlords.
It's a big
Yeah, big slumlord. And there was a report by one guy. Now again, I can only say this without knowing if it's true or not. But there was a report by a guy that said when certain high-profile people came into one of the resorts or something, the black staff was told to go to the back. You
That's
ever read
true
this?
too. Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah.
He understands that they are the people who make this country run. They clean, they cook, they build, they drive,
They clean, they cook like all black folks do.
Yeah, exactly.
All good black folks do. They
Black folk.
boy, you sound just like a fucking slave. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They clean and cook shit.
Yeah.
They clean, they cook, just like all house Negroes do.
Yeah, he sounds like Sam Jackson from Django.
Yeah. Just like a good boy should.
That's right.
But
Mr.
people,
Candy.
do you hear this shit come from his mouth? I am embarrassed to see this right there.
It's
they
embarrassing.
clean, they cook. Oh, gee, did
They
you hear
make
the
beer
fucking
going.
stereotypical dog whistling that's going on here?
Yeah.
That's why they gave him, I bet you.
The longest monologue.
Yeah, and I bet you they gave him this because he does sound the way he does, and he's reading these things the way he does. I'm not saying he's illiterate. I'm not saying he's dumb. But he has, to hear the way he talks, and he talking about he clean, he cook,
He sounds like folks. This is where we reach out to just the ordinary folks.
Yeah.
Right.
Who ain't trying to be fancy or learned.
Especially
Right.
the ordinary good black folks who cleans and cooks.
I plan to take his kids to Disney World with my family. So Dave was in a business suit on It's a Small World ride.
Well, this is
Yeah. Donald said, last minute, Donald said, I want to come too. So I can keep an eye on your black ass around my daughters.
yeah.
and yeah, I'm gonna go to Disney World with you, but I'm gonna wear a suit the whole time.
Yeah.
So what? So he was an asshole?
Yeah,
Okay. And if you think he got on, it's a small
just
world.
like one of us.
Yeah, exactly.
This what people? I'm sorry. This is a sorry image right here.
Yeah,
and I ain't trying to talk bad about Herschel Walker himself or anything. I ain't gonna sit up here and say I know everything about the guy, but I'm gonna speak what I see right here. And this is sad.
It's
This is the image that they love, bringing out black dude that sounds like he's country as hell to sit up here and say all these things like he's a well-trained house punk. Like I said, nothing unexpected. I was like, of course. I'm surprised they didn't have more.
Of course.
Of course. But
It's dressed like
this right here, the big moment belonged to this chick, Kim Guifoyle.
Kimberly Guilfoyle.
Kimberly Guilfoyle right here. And everybody was talking about this because what they did not expect is, first of all, for a pandemic to be here and for this chick to come out and deliver a speech like a supervillain.